Hey guys, in this video there is good news for those Filipino girls who are in relationship with Indians or any Filipina who is in relationship with any boy of any country and want to meet their partner badly and they are not able to meet because of restrictions or I should say drama of IATF. I know many of you are looking for a third cheap country to visit your partners. So finally India sets to open its borders to foreign tourists and also cost of living in India is not as high as other tourism friendly countries like Maldives, Thailand, etc. So guys, today we are going to talk about Indian tourist visa for Filipino citizens and when India is going to open tourism and what will be the rules and requirements for Filipino citizens to enter the country. Also, there is a good news about Philippines to India direct operational flights and vice versa. If you see guys, then there was no direct connectivity between India and Philippines and passengers had to transit from other airports whenever they want to visit each other's country. So guys, first of all, let's discuss about tourist visa of India for Filipino citizens. See guys, Philippines is not opening their borders for many months and the drama of IATF will never be over and you know it properly. And if you want to meet your loved one, then you have to come out from their drama and meet your boyfriends in a third country. So what if your BF can't come to the Philippines? Still you guys can come to India to meet them. Also Indian government said visas for the first 500k peoples will be free, okay? Then guys, we will talk about quarantine and testing requirements for Filipinos entering India and sooner we will talk about Philippines to India direct flights update that when it will start. So hey guys, this is your host Nixon Rivera and let's start this video. First of all, if you are new here then subscribe and let's start now. So guys, let's talk about the documents required for Filipinos to get the visa of India. Guys, I won't go in too much detail, okay, because Filipinos can get a e-visa of India which is super easy, but it is hard for Indians to get a visa of Philippines because of no e-visa services for Indians from Filipino government. So the first requirement is you need your Filipino passport valid for at least 6 months beyond your stay in India. Means if you want to stay in India for 2 months, then your passport must be valid for at least 8 months. Second thing you will need is a two recent colored photograph of 2 into 2 inches with wide background with clear visibility of your face, shoulders, ears, and if you wear glasses then remove it before clicking the pictures. Third thing you will need to get a e-visa of India is flight tickets. You don't have to book confirm return tickets if you are applying for the tourist visa, but you have to give your travel itinerary guys. Then guys, you will need to present your hotel bookings or accommodation arrangements. If you are staying in a hotel, then hotel bookings, and if you are staying in a friend's home, then you have to show a invitation letter from your Indian friend notarized in India. Means your Indian friend who will be sending you invitation letter, that letter must be notarized in India. Fifth and most important thing you need to apply for Indian visa is your bank statement showing that you have enough funds to survive in India. We have no data how much must be the minimum bank balance, but let's expect that at least 75,000 peso more or less. I am not sure, and if you have no money, then someone else is sponsoring you, like your father can sponsor you or maybe your boyfriend can sponsor you. Then get a sponsor letter from them with a notary. All right guys, that's it. These were the requirements you have to fulfill to get a tourist visa of India. Quite easy, right? But Indians need to present ITR, income tax return, and many other additional documents to get a visa of Philippines on an Indian passport. Now guys, let's talk about how much the Indian visa costs to Filipino citizens. So guys, if you see here in the official website of Indian Embassy Manila, then on the first number you can see the visa fees for Filipino nationals is PHP 5005 plus 50 peso bank charge. Means overall, according to the official website of Indian Embassy Manila, the tourist visa of India for Filipinos is 5055 peso, which is around 100 US dollars. Wow, this is strange because tourist visa fees for Indians for Philippines visa is around $43 only. Means Filipinos need to pay at least $100 to get the visa of India according to this website. Now guys, let's talk about when India can open for foreign tourists including Filipinos, and after this we will talk if Filipinos need to quarantine in India or not. So first guys, here you can see the article of India TV posted on 2 October. International tourism may open by 15th of October. Let me read more for you. Here you can read international tourists may be able to travel to India by October 15 and an announcement is likely to be made by central government soon. Union Ministry of State for Tourism Shripad Nayak said on Saturday, as corona decreases, we will start national and international tourism. The announcement will be made soon and there is a possibility of it beginning after October 15. Alright guys, so now the expected date of reopening of India for international tourists is 15th of October. It could be delayed because it's not the fixed date, okay? But there is no drama in India and they won't change their mind every second like the IATF. So by the end of this month, tourism will be open in India. Guys, it is still the time of COVID and you may have questions that is it safe to travel to India right now? So the answer is yes guys, it is 99% safe to travel India right now because COVID cases in India are a lot lower than the UK, US and Philippines and other nations. COVID cases in India looks more because we have population of 1.4 billion people, but COVID here is like 25k daily average new cases, which is like 160 or 180 cases per million people. Anyway, as far as you are vaccinated guys, it's safe to travel to India. All right, guys, welcome to India. Welcome to India, my Filipino friends. We Indians go to Philippines oftentimes, but you Filipinos don't come India, so we are waiting to welcome you all. Now guys, talking about the restrictions, every country have their own travel restrictions, but India is rare and plans to have different travel restrictions for every country. To tell you guys honestly, India is angry on almost every nation worldwide because they are not allowing Indian tourists. Just like Philippines is allowing passengers from green countries with 7 days of quarantine, but they kept India in yellow list and Indians have to do a 10 days quarantine and Indian government won't appreciate it anymore. It's like if a fully vaccinated passengers from other countries have shorter 7 days quarantine, then why Indians have to do a 10 days useless long quarantine even if you are fully vaccinated? It was okay when COVID cases in India was high, but now COVID in India is super low and 13 into lower than the Philippines. Still Philippines is discriminating with India, and that's the reason Indian government is angry on Philippines and on other nations who allow other tourists without quarantine and have different rules for Indian tourists. Let me show you an article. Here you can read government to roll out customized visa policies based on how Indian tourists are being treated outside. As India is set to open up its border for foreign tourists, the central government has decided on reciprocal treatment to the applicants under new visa conditions. The visa facilitation will depend on the applicant's home country's policy for the Indian tourist. In the meeting, it was decided to provide the reciprocal treatment to tourists visiting India. Many countries have opened the tourism for foreign countries but have posed several restrictions for Indian travelers. The issue have been raised with the diplomats of concerned countries to get issues resolved, the official added. So what this article means is that if other countries will put restrictions on India, then India will also implement same kind of restrictions to them so that they will put less restrictions on India. Indian government is really angry on countries who are not allowing Indians guys. So for now guys, if you ask me what are the quarantine requirements for Filipinos coming to India, then the answer is 10 days quarantine for Filipinos visiting India. It's reciprocal guys, means if Philippines allow India with 3 days quarantine, then India will also allow Filipinos with 3 days quarantine. And if Filipinos will allow Indians without quarantine, then India will also allow Filipinos without quarantine. Isn't it good for all of us guys? Ban for bans and allowance for allowance. So India will only decrease restrictions and quarantine days to Filipinos if they decrease the restrictions for Indian tourists going to the Philippines. Indian government is like, treat our tourists good, then we will treat your tourists good. That's it. But for now, Indians have to follow 10 days quarantine in Philippines. So Filipinos will also need to do a 10 days quarantine in India unless Philippines will remove restrictions from India. Okay guys. Now guys, in my intro I said about direct flights from Philippines to India, right? So guys, for now and until now there were no flights between India to Philippines, and whenever an Indian want to go Philippines, then we have to transit via Thailand or Malaysia, or if any Filipino want to come to India, then they also have to come via transit flight, which is time consuming and useless. And relation of India and Philippines is not so bad and not so good, means our relation with Filipinos is not so strong because we have no business with Filipinos yet, but relations will be strong soon. So have a look here. This is the official Facebook page of Indian Embassy Manila. Before 6 days they posted this Air Services Agreement ASA signed by Secretary Arthur Tugade, who maybe is the Secretary of Department of Transportation of Philippines, and Indian Ambassador Shambhu K. Kumaran. As they said, the new generation ASA will support direct civil aviation linkages and spur growth of bilateral trade, investment, tourism and cultural exchanges. It means India and Philippines both has signed the direct flights agreement already guys. Means very soon we will see direct flights between Philippines to India and vice versa, which will boost trade, tourism and culture, which would be great for both countries. So that's it guys for this video. I know video was super long, but this was a detailed video and I tried to explain things in detail guys. Also we have covered a lot of topics in this video, that's why it was too long. Anyway, if you guys have any kind of questions, ask me in the comment section guys. And if you like this video, please consider subscribing to our channel, and please do it because I rarely say you guys to subscribe the channel. So that's it guys, thanks for watching and have a good day.